Hey guys, so I've been getting some questions about the kind of been using or playing around with a new entry point strategy with the Stock Advisor app. And that's, of course, the Stock Advisor STG and the Stock Advisor Elite. Both have daily picks using, of course, the same entry point strategy. And that strategy is basically based on the thought of purchasing the stock on a bounce, on a kind of a breakout, which I guess that's kind of obvious. But I'll show you kind of how that strategy works, and as well as go over the use of a stop limit buy order um, to make it so that you can just set it and forget it, just have it automatically um, trade for you pretty much. So anyway, so let's look at yesterday's one of yesterday's picks, and of course there are generally multiple picks. I'm just going to show one, and in the video after this I'll go over how to deal with multiple picks and set kind of two orders basically, but right now I'll just go over the one order. Yesterday, one of yesterday's recommendations was to purchase PXLW between 589 and 591. So the thought here, if we look at yesterday, of course I'm using this as an example because this was actually a really good trade. I think PXLW rose 6.5% yesterday, down today. But anyway, so the thought there, buy between 589 and 591, I believe it was. Yes. So the thought there is basically I chose the 589 level. If it gets, at or above this level, that's kind of a technical sign that it's going to break out a little bit, so, and that's exactly what happened there. So as you can see there, the low 587, high 625. So of course, purchasing the stock between 589 and 591 would have gained you, that 6.5%, whatever that is. So that's basically the strategy pretty much for that entry point. I'll show you how to place the stop limit buy order. Use Options House. Here is my virtual trading account. So I have PXLW there. Never mind the prices here. This is, of course, the trade we're talking about was yesterday. So we would go here, and generally, of course, for the Stock Advisor app, I publish the picks the night before or the day before, really. So you could certainly set this order the day before. Obviously, I'm sure a lot of you do. So anyway, to use the stop limit order, you just simply choose stop limit. Your high right here is where you're going to want to put the high, what am I trying to say? Basically, that's your limit price. This is your stop price. So what this means is if and when the stock raises to 589 or above, it's going to purchase it as long as it is at 591 or below. Hopefully that makes sense. So as you can see, yesterday basically would have purchased it at the open. 589 would have just purchased it flat out, and then you've got the stock. Obviously, or maybe not obviously, but if it would have gapped, let's say the stock opened at $6 and didn't fall down to 591 or below, the stock would not have been purchased. So the strategy, of course, with stocks that gap frequently, maybe not the best strategy, but of course, in this case, with this stock, a pretty good strategy. So that's basically it. Just to kind of reiterate, you just set your stop limit price. Your stop limit order. Your limit price is just that. You don't want to purchase the stock at anything above that price. Stop price is going to be you don't want to purchase it anything below that price. So, for example, if yesterday it didn't climb, yesterday it actually, let's say it opened at 585 and then just fell throughout the day, we'd be safe from that fall because it wouldn't have purchased it. So, like I said, pretty decent strategy that I've been using for buying on a bounce. Of course, depends stock per stock, but either way. Hopefully that makes sense. As I mentioned, I'll do a video after this explaining doing multiple orders as you do receive, or I generally send out multiple picks with the Stock Advisor app.